This YouTube channel generates $5,000 per month and I want that. So for the next 30 days, I'm copying that exact style of content to get the same results. But for this to work, we need to start today. Selecting the niche. The YouTube channel that we are taking inspiration from creates these Minecraft animations. And just filtering by recent shorts, you can see they are consistently getting millions of views. But I don't think entering this Minecraft niche would be a good idea though, because from my research, I have found that it's being dominated by established channels all uploading similar content. What I think we can do here though is take the existing viral video topics from the Minecraft channels and then apply them to the most popular topic in the world, which is football. But there is one big issue governing this entire process. I don't know how to animate, but this is where my boy NSR comes in. He is my animator and we have formed a partnership. And this entire plan should allow the channel to go viral. Opening the channel. The YouTube channel that we are using is an account that was made in 2017. You don't need one this old, but one of the keys that you need to follow if you want to get views on your first upload is that you must use an account that you have been active on for at least 1 week. So since our channel is old, we need to give it an update. Firstly, the channel name. I'm going to come over to ChatGPT because I have no idea what to call this one. And I'm just going to give it a simple description of our channel now. Okay, I do like this one here, which is Foot Motion, because it's a blend of football and animation. And as you would expect with YouTube, it is not available. What I like to do if it's not available is just add a reel at the end, and yeah, it's available, so let's roll with that. Okay, now the next step is channel assets, which is our profile picture and banner. Let me pull up Photoshop and we will get it done. All I did was type out the channel name for the profile picture and wrote subscribe on the banner. I only spent 5 minutes creating these because neither of these impact your channel's performance. So I just finished the final step, which was to upload the profile picture and banner to the channel. One of the things I also wanted to show you was the channel dashboard where it reads 0 subscribers. That is definitely a scary sight, but let's keep moving. Short creation. We need to create a short to upload, and from my end, it's just going to be creation of the video topic and then some basic editing after the animation is complete. So let's get into it. I went to established channels and got inspiration to create a storyboard that my animator could follow. Within the storyboard, I gave a general scene design and then made a retention-based story based on the examples I found. And in the early stages of creating the storyboard, I found out this information. So I just found 3 animated football channels that we are going into competition with, but not really. One of them is no longer active in the football niche, but at one stage they were going viral. Then we have this channel here. They are uploading way too frequently and it's to the point that it's hurting the channel's performance. And really, as you can see, their quality isn't the best either. And finally, we have skippers. They are uploading once a week. Their quality is great and they are very creative with their video topics. Even though I could only find these 3 channels, we are only really competing with skippers here, and I wouldn't say he's dominating this niche either. So there is still room for us to perform well. And as a side note to this type of competitor analysis should have been done even before we decided on football animations. Okay, so all the research into the niche and then creating the storyboard took me just under 25 minutes to complete. I kept the storyboard quite basic because your first short is always just a test for the algorithm. There is no point spending a lot of time making your first short. Your first upload is always a test for YouTube to initially find the audience that engages best with your content. It's always by the second, third, or fourth upload that you actually start going viral. Okay, but to finish up today, I have just sent off the storyboard to the animator and I will update you when it's complete. Day 2. Okay, so the animator did get back to me with the first animation already, and I am very surprised at how fast that was. And the thing is, I do not know how good this animator is at this point yet. We did meet through my private coaching because he did want me to review his channel, which was creating shorts like this. And I'll press play for you now, and you probably do recognize this style of short because he did take inspiration from a very popular channel, but as you could imagine, because the niche is so saturated, he did get terrible results. Once again, competitive research is very important. Anyway though, let's have a look at what he sent me together. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna pause that there. I'm Already very impressed with the quality. Let me pull this up onto my computer now and I'll get started doing my part. It was now my turn to put in some work. I first started off by opening Premiere Pro, which is my video editor. Then I dragged in the animation from my animator. I then got on to adding sound effects throughout the short, then finally a music track. And this took me just over 15 minutes of editing time. Overall, the animator nailed my storyboard and brought all my ideas to life. At this point, I've never done anything like this with YouTube automation, and it does feel amazing not having to do every single component by myself. Okay, so the short is exported to my desktop from Premiere Pro, and I'm gonna drag it up to YouTube now and upload it. For titles, you always wanna name it something related to your short, so I'm going to call this Help Ronaldo Save Messi. And then I'm gonna come up to Google here and get 2 emojis. There we go. Now for descriptions, I just like to rename the title and then add a hashtag shorts. And you always wanna select that this content is not made for kids, so you don't end up on YouTube Kids. Now for tags. These are especially important if it's your first upload. So I'm just gonna come down now and just add a couple that are relevant to my niche, which is football. Okay, that's it. You really don't need to worry about optimizing any of these upload settings. Everything basic, just like this, is perfect. Okay, now finally, let's press upload and let's see how this goes. Day 3. It's been just under 24 hours since uploading our first short, and I have some results to show you. We got 2,500 views and 75 subscribers. These are not the best results yet, but we are starting to get our second big push, so as long as we don't flatline anytime soon, we will be okay. I'm about to hop on a call with the animator and I will let you know how that goes. We discussed the performance of the short and how I think we can approach the next short differently, because looking back to the first day, I was lazy. I just took exactly what worked for an old competitor without putting in any of my creativity. And the entire plan was to take inspiration from the Minecraft channels, not our competitors. So this time I went into detail with my animator about how we're going to use this Minecraft short where characters are trying to lift up Thor's hammer. We are going to recreate this short by replacing the characters with football players, replacing any relevant objects, and finally changing the scene to a football stadium. I just finished the call and that did take 30 minutes. The main theme of that call was that YouTube Shorts is completely broken. This new short that we are taking inspiration from reached 80 million views, which means there was something inherently viral about this short. Whether it was the hook, the editing, the pacing, the payoff, there was something that clicked with viewers at a mass scale. This is why taking the core components of a viral short and taking it to a different niche is a fail-proof way to go viral. Well, at least it should work theoretically. We're going to find this out. Regardless of this though, I will be monitoring the first short's performance over the coming days, and I will update you when the animator gets back to me with the second animation. Day 6. I just received the second animation for our second short, and I have been monitoring the first short's performance. It's now sitting at 15,000 views since we got this push after the first 24 hours. Overall, this performance so far does help validate that our niche is one worth pursuing, because if our short's performance over the last few days looked like this, we would know that either our niche is just too saturated or there's just no audience on YouTube interested in our content. Coming back to look over the second short now, and it looks great. Once again, he really perfected exactly what I told him to do with this short. And it is now a perfect time to finish this short with sound effects and upload it. Because even though our first short got 15,000 views, it has now flatlined, which means uploading this new short won't affect its performance. This time around, I just downloaded the sound from the example we followed because we are taking the exact same pacing from the Minecraft short. And I also added a few more sound effects throughout where I thought it was lacking. To finish off, I exported the short in the best possible settings and went to upload it. Once again, I named the short something relevant, reworded the title for the description, did basic tags, and that was it. It was uploaded. Okay, so I just got a burst of excitement because the short is now uploaded. And I am very excited to see how this one is going to perform because we are following a much more systematic approach to the video topic this time, and the views should reflect this. Anyway though, I will update you once we start to get traction on the short. Day 8. It's been 2 days since uploading our second short and it has been pushed to over 23,000 views, and so far we have gained 283 subscribers from this short. You can see on the right here, we are getting anywhere from 500 to 200 views per hour. Coming over to our comments now, you can see we are starting to receive them, which means that we are engaging with the right audience. And overall, seeing our channel's growth between the two uploads is a very positive sign. And at this stage, our second short could still break out and go viral. And I am monitoring that by referring to the hourly candles on the right-hand side. If they start going up every hour consecutively, that is a sign that we will go viral. But if we start to see sustained flat candles or decreasing candles, that is when we will upload our next short. And we have started working towards our third short because we did have a call 1 hour ago where we discussed our next step forward. Essentially, we are repeating the same process as before, where we take inspiration directly from the Minecraft channel. The short that we are using this time though has reached 46 million views, and it's a very simple concept. It's just characters tapping the other person in front of them and doing a dance to a song. And the payoff at the end is this last character getting revenge on the person before them. Just like last time, we will be doing relevant changes to football, but at a fundamental level, it's going to be the same short. Anyway though, I'm going to continue to monitor this short and I will update you when the third short is complete. It's day 10 now, and I have some unfortunate news. The second short has now flatlined at 25,000 views. On the positive side though, I have gotten the third short back and we are about to upload it. Watching it back right now, it is very addictive. It might look a bit boring to you because I can't play it back with the sound, otherwise I will get copyrighted on the video that you're watching right now. But take my word for it, the sound completes this. But one thing that sticks out to me as a potential negative is its length. It's currently 26 seconds, and comparing that to my two other shorts, it's going to be by far the shortest. If you did not know, creating longer short form content does give you an advantage because you can get higher watch time, which is the most important metric across every single platform. But even though I've been concerned about this, I have been constantly reminding myself here that we are taking inspiration from a short that has 46 million views. So if their short could get 46 million views with 26 seconds, that is good enough for me. Anyway though, I have gone ahead and done all the upload settings for this short using the exact same process that I followed for the first two shorts. And finally, let's press upload and hope this one does well. Day 11. Our latest short is sitting at 14,000 views. One thing I want to show you though is by looking at our second short. It reached 4,800 views in the first 24 hours. And remember this number because when I come back to our most recent short, you will see we are already at 14,000 views and the first 24 hours isn't even complete yet. And this is relevant because the short that got 4,800 views in the first 24 hours is now at 26,000 views, which means our most recent short is outperforming our highest viewed significantly. And the best part is, it doesn't look like it's slowing down. Even though these hourly candles look pretty flat, we are still being pushed every hour into the shorts feed, and I do expect these hourly candles to start picking up once again. And to wrap up today's update, the channel is now sitting at just under 1,000 subscribers, which is our first big milestone for reaching monetization. So we are finally making steps towards that $5,000 per month mark. Day 13. So I've just been chilling out today until I just checked our analytics. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but we are starting to go viral. We are just under 80,000 views on our most recent short. And even though this growth to 80,000 views is already insane, if I come into our real-time chart, you can see how things are just going crazy. This is the type of exponential growth that I was telling you about, and it's almost at a point now where it's almost 10,000 views per hour. At this point, it just looks bad in videos like this when results come this easy. And if you have created shorts before, chances are you didn't get results this fast. One of the keys that you need to master is what niche you're entering and what video topics you are creating. That is why at the start of the videos, you see me spending so much time on formulating my niche, because it's one of the main ways that you can guarantee success without having to upload over 30 shorts. It's been 3 hours since we spoke last, and the short has officially broken 100,000 views. And coming over to our hourly candles now, you can see that we're continuing that exponential pattern, and we actually broke more than 10,000 views per hour. And the best part is, it does not look like it's slowing down anytime soon. And finally, we have doubled our subscriber count. Day 14. Our latest short is now sitting at 300,000 views. Let me just come into our chart now so you can get a detailed look, and you can see that last night we got one big push, but now things are starting to slow down. This is because when your content starts to get as many views as this, your channel starts to become sensitive to what time of day it is. Where I live, typically at night I get more views. Like last night, the short got 27,000 views in just 1 hour. But now the hour is 11 AM, which means it's starting to slow down. But most importantly, we aren't flatlining here. Even though the short so far has exceeded my expectations, we need to continue this momentum and start creating our next short. During the evening, I got on a call with the animator to discuss our next short. I did some more research into the Minecraft niche, and I found this short that has over 128 million views. This short is much more complex than all of our previous shorts, and it has a storyline behind it. Essentially, it's just multiple characters drawing an object, which is the rising action, and then the short reaches a climax where this character performs poorly. And the final resolution is this last character transforming and getting revenge. So this short has everything needed to go viral, except for the hook, but I'll let you judge that for yourself. Finally, on the call, we touched on the short's performance, and we could not be more happier because it's now just under 500,000 views. And as we discussed on the call, the best part is we are only 3 shorts into this. Jack Craig Coaching. Over the next 90 days, if you want to start your own YouTube Shorts channel and gain 10 million views and start earning a full-time income, you can get access to my private coaching. And just like you have seen in this video so far, I get results. Take Carlos, a 9-to-5 office worker who joined my coaching with 0 experience, and after 45 days in my program, he began generating over 1 million views per day. And his channel is now generating more money than his day job. Or take Aaron, for example. He is 13 years old, and when he joined my coaching, his channel was struggling to even hit 10,000 views. Fast forward to the end of my 90 days of coaching, and he is now making over £3,000 per month. That is over 4,000 USD at 13 years of age. Results like these are achievable with my coaching because you get access to weekly calls with myself where I will sit down with you and give you personal content strategies, editing audits, channel audits, and give you the answers to make your channel go viral. And in between these weekly calls, you will get access to a private chat where you can ask me any questions around the clock. This is just the start of what's included in my coaching. Like for example, you get access to my proven unreleased niche guides that are completely untapped. And I always test the niches myself or give you real data to prove why they will work. Because as you've probably realized from watching this video, going viral fast comes down to one main thing: positioning your channel in the right niche. Now, besides Aaron's and Carlos results, there are also numerous more listed on my website from students who have completed my coaching. Each student testimonial is backed by their real dashboards because, as you've probably seen from this video so far, I am all about getting results. On my website, linked below, you'll get a full breakdown on everything included in my coaching, and by just scrolling through, you'll see how my coaching is the most proven and complete out there. Day 15. Let me give you a quick update on how the channel is doing. Firstly, the channel has reached 8,000 subscribers. Our short is sitting at just under 700,000 views, and we are still getting very strong pushes into the shorts feed as shown by the hourly candles. And for our 2 other shorts, they are going okay, but nothing amazing. The highlight between the 2 is obviously our second short, which is at 34,000 views. And to be honest, looking at this chart now, it is much more positive than I thought. But coming back to the channel now, it's now time to upload our new short that we began creating yesterday. We had a very quick turnaround on this because we are both extremely motivated to continue our momentum. Once again, there is no secrets with uploading, and we don't need to use any fancy tools. And one habit that I want you to start doing is watching your short back in this little player. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched my short back and there's been an error that I've found. Anyway, I think everything looks good here. Let's upload it, and I will update you on the short when we start to get some results. Day 16. I cannot make this up. The short has received 121 views in the last 16 hours. What is going on here? What is concerning about this is our real-time views here. We have only gotten 12% of our views from the shorts feed, whereas it should be our highest viewed traffic source. It should not be channel pages. We are getting this traffic from our channel pages because our highest viewed short is now just under 900,000 views. And really, this has me puzzled for now as to the exact reason why this short is at 121 views. Our last short is almost at 1 million views. It should not be like this. results. I've spent the last 30 minutes trying to wrap my head around what is going on, and despite these bad results, I know this short can go viral. Because don't forget, we are using the exact same process that worked for our previous short that is now sitting at just under 900,000 views. But why did this short get 121 views? Well, I have broken it down into 3 possible different reasons. The first being inappropriate scenes. You can see at this part of the short, Mbappe is using his waist to draw, which could be deemed as inappropriate from YouTube's censorship AI. But considering that the original short had the same movement, this probably isn't one of the reasons. The second reason, sound effects. Towards the end of the short on the soundtrack, there are sound effects which were taken from a popular movie. And YouTube is very strict about anything being taken from TV shows or movies as written in their shorts policy. But again, we took this soundtrack straight from the example short, so there should be no issues here. The third reason, YouTube is only prioritizing our viral short and not giving any attention to our new uploads. If you have watched my videos before, you know I tell you to give your shorts time to perform so you don't push them off the shorts feed. And looking back, we may have gotten ahead of ourselves and tried to rush things. And based on these reasons, I am deleting this short. But do not get me wrong here. I am not giving up on this short yet because I know the potential we have with it. If you are ever deleting shorts though, you need to be careful. You cannot re-upload your short without any changes, otherwise you will shadow ban your account. And I'm going to make changes to our short to address the first 2 issues behind why our short is getting no views. Firstly, it was just removing the 2 parts that had sound effects from the movie and then sending a recording to my animator asking him to change the scene where Mbappe was drawing with his waist. He was online and fixed it straight away. So I have fixed the first 2 issues and I am deciding to now go ahead and re-upload the short. Re-uploading the short now will allow us to isolate our issue to just YouTube not pushing our short. So let's go ahead and press upload and let's hope now that we can get pushed into the shorts feed. Day 17. It's been just over 24 hours since re-uploading that short and I have not checked the results yet. Because to be honest with you, I have been scared to check. Anyway, let's have a look at this for the first time together. I'll come up and press shorts and we'll have a look now. I don't want to look. 189 views. I mean, yeah, 189 views is slightly better than our last result, but as you can imagine, this still means we did not get pushed into the shorts feed. At least on the bright side here, our 3rd short has surpassed 1 million views, which is obviously a great result. But seriously though, how can we get 1 million views and not even 1,000 views on our 4th short? But at least now we have a better idea of exactly why this short is not getting views. Originally, we came up with those 3 possible reasons and we solved the first 2, meaning that now we believe it's just because YouTube is prioritizing our viral short. Well, at least we think so. There could be some issue with the channel that we don't know about yet, but at this point, I really doubt this. What I'm going to do next is delete this short once again. And I'm going to wait this time until our viral short starts to slow down by monitoring the real-time view candles. Day 18. The short is finally starting to slow down, where last night we did not get our usual push to 10,000 views per hour. So it is now a good time to upload. And that is what I'm going to do right now. Something that I have not spoken to you about yet is this new short here. My animator and I did decide to create this new short last night because we just want to be certain that there is no issues with our channel. This new short is very basic though. It's essentially football players singing and they get a reward based on their score from this bar. Eventually, this last player comes up, but he does not perform well, and then there's a call to action, and then he finally beats everyone. And this short that we got inspiration from has 13 million views. As I mentioned though, this short is very basic, and I don't think this short will perform particularly well. But that is not the goal here. It's to see if our channel is broken. I have completed the upload settings now, and let's see if we do get some pushes into the shorts feed. Have a look at this, ready? The short we just uploaded 2 hours ago is now at 200 views, which means we did get pushed into the shorts feed, which is what we have been struggling to get. And we were correct in saying that YouTube was just busy with pushing our viral short. So as you can tell, I am very relieved now, and I'm also very excited because we now have the opportunity to push our short that we think has potential. Day 20. We have now flatlined at 15,000 views and the short did gain us 200 subscribers. As you can see, these are not the best results, but I do not care. All that matters here is that we got pushed into the shorts feed. What we really care about is this short here, which we are going to upload today. I am planning to completely redo the soundtrack, and this isn't because I think there's something wrong with it. We just need to make some change to it so YouTube does not think we are re-uploading the same short and potentially shadow ban us. That evening, I worked on recreating the sound effects throughout the short and added a different soundtrack. And all of that editing did take me just over 10 minutes. After making those changes, it is now time to upload the short. And even though I have been very confident about this short, I am nervous to upload it because it's day 20 of the challenge and I do not want to get to the end of the 30 days and only have one viral short. I want you to see that firsthand, YouTube Shorts and really any type of content can be approached with a methodical mindset, where you are not throwing ideas against the wall until they stick. Anyway, let's press upload now and let's hope that YouTube actually gives this short a chance. Because once again, I know the potential we have with this one. At least I think I do. Day 21. 5,000 views on our latest short. I know that this is not many views yet, but I am excited because YouTube is finally pushing this short. So be excited with me. Anyway, coming back to the overall analytics, it is performing a 2 out of 5, and it's only just behind our viral short, which is now at 1.2 million views. Only time is going to tell now, so let's see what is going to happen. It's been just over 12 hours since we spoke last, and we are currently at 14,000 views. And if I come into the chart, you will see how positive it is looking. Our views did start to flatten out after the last update I gave you, but now we are starting to get a big push coming out of the first 24 hours. I will keep you updated on how this short goes over the coming days. Day 23. 35,000 views. I told you that it would work. It's the best feeling when you know something is going to work based on your experience and it actually pays off. And based on my experience, when shorts start to perform like this, after the first 48 hours, there is only one place where your shorts end up, which is getting millions of views. So I am so excited to see where this short is going to end up over the coming days. So the view chart is now a straight line just going up. Something that's very interesting I want to show you is by coming to the current time. It is just after 6:30 and our views per hour is already at 4,000 views, which means this short could already be at 10,000 views per hour. And this goes to show that you should believe in yourself and not doubt yourself. And even though it may not have looked like it, I was extremely discouraged after seeing the second upload with no pushes into the shorts feed. But if I originally stuck to my principle of giving shorts time to breathe, we wouldn't have had this issue to begin with. So to conclude here, try not to let your emotions get to you when things are going well and not so well. It's the last day of the 30-day period, so it's time to reveal where we got the channel to. Over the last 30 days, we gained 37,000 subscribers and reached 3.4 million views. I am proud of how we performed here, but there is an elephant in the room. We failed to meet our goal of earning at least $5,000 by copying the Minecraft channel. With that said, I still consider this channel a success because it's clearly on the path to reaching that target. We've already hit the first stage of monetization, and with more effort and perhaps a more realistic time frame, hitting $10,000 per month with this channel is very achievable. Looking a bit deeper now, our latest short, the one we've been tracking, has now hit 1.6 million views. What's especially promising with this short is that it's bringing in a large number of new viewers, as shown by this blue line here. It's an important sign of healthy growth because it means the channel isn't just relying upon our first viral short, which is currently at 1.7 million views. I do expect our newer viral short to surpass the first one in the coming days because you need to remember it has a 10-day head start. You wouldn't have seen this top short here. I published it a few days ago and I didn't update you about it because at the time it was day 26 and I felt that the challenge was already over at that point. So I didn't think much of it. But as you can see, it's starting to gain a decent amount of views, and I think with a bit more time, this short has potential to perform really well. Something that has been reinforced to me while running this channel is that in the early days of running a shorts channel, it's an incredibly passive process. We're uploading frequently if you not giving your shorts time to breathe does in fact hurt your shorts performance. Obviously, this channel would not have been possible without my animator, but don't use this as an excuse as to why you aren't seeing results or why you cannot get started creating content today. And you don't need a complex niche like mine that requires an animator to start. Every single channel that I have blown up in the past has been with no animators, no outsourcing, just myself putting in the work. And in my last video, you saw this. I took a channel from 0 views to over 250,000 views in just 7 days with 2 uploads. And before that, I got 10 million views on the second short I uploaded to a brand new channel. I monetized that channel in just 22 days, and before long, I was earning thousands of dollars per month. At the end of the day, you can keep making excuses or keep following advice from people who haven't actually done it themselves consistently. But as you've seen, everything I create gets results. Literally millions of views. I'm here to teach you if you're ready, no matter your niche, whether you're doing faceless content or not, or whatever platform you are posting from. If you want some proof, go to my website. You can see all the results I get for anyone who joins my coaching. I put in the work so you don't need to guess. You just follow the steps and get results.